As you might have guessed by now, I spend a little bit of time on Reddit minding everybody's business except my own. But in my defense, they're actually seeking advice. And Nikki has some advice to give. It's so much better though when it's solicited advice. Except this time, I ran across a confession on Reddit about a woman who admits to being a side chick. Happy to be a side chick. And has been one for a whole decade now. I kid you not. Wait, hold on. Let me read exactly what she said. I've been a side chick for 10 years to the same man. Pretty much all we do is have XA. An occasional night out, but it always ends up with XA. It started out as a random hookup and just kept going. We've gone months without seeing each other, but he always comes back and I can never say no. I know he'll never be mine, and honestly, I don't want him like that. I just like to please him. I know it's wrong, but I can't stop. Y'all can't see me shaking my damn head right now, but I promise you I am. This woman is a self-proclaimed side chick. By definition alone, she's a woman who's romantically or sexually involved with someone who's already in a committed relationship or a marriage. The side chick holds a secondary or a secretive position in the man's life, while the main chick or his partner is bae. She's the official woman in the relationship. The side chick is usually aware of the arrangement, but not always. The term carries a negative connotation because deception is involved. It has to be, right, in order to work. There are some situations where all parties are aware and consenting, but the side chick has less priority in the man's life, if any at all. If you are a side chick, you're selling yourself short. Plain and simple. Now, I'm really excited to be having this conversation because I think it's something that needs to be talked about in real terms. No judgment. Well, kinda, but it's just the truth. We're going to talk about why choosing to be a side chick, especially for years, is not the best decision for your life, past, present, or future. So this is a safe space, and we're all going to be real with each other. First off, I get it. Seriously, I do. Being a side chick can feel like you're winning in certain ways. You don't have the responsibilities of the main woman. You might get attention, gifts, or even an occasional trip. And you don't necessarily have to cook, clean, or have children for the man. Yeah, it's her man, not yours, but that's not necessarily a bad thing for you. But let's be honest. Your benefits come with an expiration date. It doesn't matter if he's been around for years because the truth is you're not really in a relationship. You're in a situationship and it's strictly on his terms. And if it's been 10 years and you're still on the side, you're not part of the story. You're the secret. Now you said out of your own mouth that it's been an on again, off again situation for the past 10 years. Well, let me tell you a secret, sweetie. You're part of the reason he's still with his main woman. When things aren't going his way at home, rather than leave that relationship, he comes to you to dump and release. Pun intended. You're his outlet. You're the reason he's able to tolerate things at home when it's not going his way. They might be nagging him about taking out the garbage, leaving his clothes on the floor, or not making plans for their anniversary. Meanwhile, he's calling you from inside the closet, hiding behind a clothes hamper. With the side chick, there's no sitting down to discuss bills or parenting or anything of real substance. He just want to know what that mouth do. He probably complains that his wife isn't good at giving head because he knows that you're going to try harder to please him. If he told you she was great in bed, I doubt you'd even want to stick around because then he wouldn't need sexual healing, right? He definitely wouldn't need you. Now, don't get me wrong. The main chick ain't winning either. She's in a committed relationship with a cheating man who's become skilled at having his cake and eating it too. If he's a businessman, it's easier to have you tag along on business trips because you're tucked away in another secret room at the hotel. I mean, you feel special with the room service and all, but the truth of the matter is his secret must always remain, well, secret. The main chick probably knows he's being unfaithful, and perhaps she's decided that she has more of the man than you do. You're the woman he's lying to, and she's the woman he's lying for. If there's any winners in his story, they don't have a vagina. Think about everything you could accomplish in 10 years. That's enough time to start a business, get a degree, travel the world, or build a family with somebody who's proud to claim you. You could have given birth and put a kid through 5th grade by now. But instead, you're pouring your time into a man who's never going to fully commit. At least not to you, he's not. But probably not to anyone else, if you really want to be honest. The one thing we can never get back is time. You have to just be okay with investing time and emotions into someone who'll never prioritize you. This story reminds me of Chrissy and Jim Jones. Remember that man had her waiting all those years that she convinced herself that she no longer even wanted marriage. That was after she got down on one knee and proposed to him. Deep down, she knew she wasn't going to get it. Not until he got older, started having health issues, and decided he just might need a wife, to take care of him. They eventually broke up, and rumor has it he's engaged to someone else. But either way, why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free, right? I mean, come on. If someone's already receiving the benefits of something without any commitment or investment, they won't feel a need to make it official or permanent. And let me say this about Mr. Smooth. If he wanted to leave his main situation, he would have done it by now. You can give him 10 more years and he still won't leave. The hard truth is, you're not the backup plan. You're the forever option. Honey, you said you love pleasing him. Well, that's actually good news because guess what? He loves you pleasing him as well. Being a side chick for that long has got to mess with your self-worth. You might be telling yourself you're okay with it, but deep down, you know you're hoping that he's going to choose you one day. I know you can't bring yourself to admit it, and that's okay. To be honest, he has chosen you to be his option. Those late nights waiting on a text from him, the holidays spent alone, the lame excuses, if he gives you any excuses at all, those are your constant reminders that you are not his priority, nor will you ever be. And let's not ignore what this does to your heart. You probably don't trust any man to be faithfully yours at this point. Over time, you keep settling for less because you've convinced yourself that this is all you're worth. And that's got to wear down on your spirit as well. I want you to ask yourself, what do you want? I mean, what do you really want in a relationship? I'm not talking about what you've been hoping is going to happen with him, nor what he's promised you. But what do you really want for your life? Do you want to be someone's secret for another 10 years or somebody's queen for the rest of your life? Whatever you do, please don't tell the next man that you stood in the sidelines for a decade for Mr. Smooth. If you ever do that, the message you're sending is that you're comfortable with being a side chick and you know how to play your position. And that, my dear, will render you a side chick for life. Now, I'm not here to shame anyone because we've all made choices we're not proud of. But I do believe that every woman deserves more than being someone's option. Walking away ain't always easy, especially after you've built a connection and grown emotionally attached. But if you're going to choose yourself, you've got to be brave enough to let go of what's familiar, even if it means being alone for a little while. Hell, you just might realize how truly awesome you are when you put yourself on a pedestal. Sis, you're not meant to be someone's convenience or second option. You are the whole package. And the right man will come along and recognize that without hesitation. But you'll never find the right man because you're allowing Mr. Smooth to block your blessings. If you've been holding on, hoping that he's going to make you the one, I'm here to tell you it's time to make yourself the one. The psychology behind being a side chick or even having one involves a mix of emotional and situational factors. Let's look at it from both perspectives. Some women accept this role because they feel they can't get the full commitment they want, so they settle for partial attention. You know, a piece of a man is better than no man at all type of mentality. The attention itself can feel validating even if it's in a hidden capacity. Other women may prefer the side chick role because it comes with less pressure or emotional commitment. They might enjoy the perks of intimacy without the demands of a full relationship. But trust me, those women aren't twiddling their thumbs. They have a man to meet each one of their needs, emotionally, financially, and physically. Hell, if it takes 3 men, then we listen and we don't judge, right? Now, for some, the secrecy and taboo nature of the relationship can make it that more exciting, triggering that dopamine or adrenaline in the brain. It's a forbidden fruit that tastes the sweetest, or so I've been told. A lot of these side chicks believe they will eventually get a promotion and replace the main partner, especially if the person they're involved with makes promises of leaving their relationship. Sucks to be her if that does ever happen because he already knows that she's okay with being an option. And then there are women who have experienced past trauma. Trauma such as abandonment or toxic relationships. They'll subconsciously accept the side chick role because it feels familiar or it aligns with their image of self. For men, having multiple women can be an ego boost, making them feel more desirable or powerful. If their primary relationship is lacking emotional support or intimate satisfaction, they may seek it elsewhere without wanting to break up. In a nutshell, the side chick provides the excitement of a relationship without the responsibilities of full partnership or commitment. Now, let's not forget greed and entitlement. Some people feel they deserve more than one partner simply because they can get away with it. Side chick, F-boy, if it feels good, do it. There's a desire being met in that situation. Now, I'm not gonna lie. Some side chicks really believe they have control. Why? Because they know the truth while the main partner doesn't. Or at least they've convinced themselves she doesn't. There's no shame to their game, and they rationalize it by convincing themselves that they're special or that the main partner isn't treating him right. To me, the saddest part is when the side chick develops an emotional attachment. They stay in the relationship for years, and as we see now, even a decade, for fear of losing the person entirely. The way social media plays into it, Instagram, Snapchat, and other apps, they've made secret relationships easier to start and also to maintain. A known side chick knows she'll never be Facebook official because she's somewhere lurking in the DMs. It's the DM culture for me. People get slick and post their partners without showing faces, leaving room for multiple partners to feel like they're the one. And we know there's the comparison culture where seeing other women in luxurious lifestyles can make some women more willing to play the side chick role if it means she's going to be getting perks like money, trips, or gifts. Okay, I feel like I've said enough about side chicks today. I might do a video on the side chick versus main chick psychology breakdown. Let me know in the comments if you're interested in seeing something like that. It will focus on a power imbalance disguised as empowerment. But I want to ask this before I go. What would choosing you look like in this season of your life? I know healing takes time, but the glow up is real when you start loving yourself the way you've been wanting for someone else to love you. Self-love is the best love. It's more than just a cliche. It's the most important and healthiest form of love you can ever experience. It's a reminder that no relationship can fulfill you if you don't genuinely love, value, and take care of yourself first. Ladies, it's time to step back and recognize your worth. You deserve more than being someone's second choice or backup plan. Your time is valuable and you're worthy of a love and a commitment that's genuine and a relationship that respects your dreams and your heart. Don't settle for anything less than that. Don't waste another moment waiting for someone to change when you could be investing in yourself and getting the love that you truly deserve. Take control of your life and make space for the love that lifts you up. Your best is yet to come, but you first have to step out of your feminine energy for a moment and go take that trash out, girl. Now, if this video resonates with you in any way, I hope you'll walk away knowing that you're worthy of love on your own terms. A love that doesn't have to be compromised and certainly not hidden. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.